Welcome to our May 2nd edition of 10 with Tom. I'm so glad you joined us this morning. I think we're going to have some fun with this one. In Isaiah 52, verses 11 and 12, the prophet Isaiah pronounces these words to the people in Jerusalem. Depart, depart, go out from there. Touch no unclean thing. Come out from it and be pure, you who carry the articles of the Lord's house. But you will not leave in haste or go in flight, for the Lord will go before you. The God of Israel will be your rear guard. Now, to me, that sounds like a controlled exit rather than a hasty, panicked, and chaotic retreat. And probably a lot safer, too. Now, have you ever heard of hurry sickness? Those who have it zoom in and out of lanes of congested traffic. I see it every day on 295, on 9B, on 95. You know, people in an extreme hurry, they're just trying to get somewhere way too quick. Why do they have to go so fast? And I always laugh, especially when I see it on Atlantic or Beach Boulevard. Someone will zip around me only to be stalled right in front of me when they get to the next stoplight. Have you ever wanted to just jump out of your vehicle, go knock on their window and say, hey, you know that little maneuver you just pulled? That gained you about a whole 20 feet. Congratulations. Am I the only one that wants to say stuff like that? Of course I never do, because in this day and age, who knows what they might pull on you. But it just cracks me up. Right? Why are you in such a hurry? You know, I don't recommend it, but I do wonder why they are in such a hurry. You know, I've even prayed that God will safely provide a police officer to escort them to where they need to go if they're having an actual emergency. Or that officer might provide a little incentive to keep the rest of us safe, if you know what I mean. Then there are the people that try to be the first off the plane. And if you've flown, you've experienced this. Even if they're seated in the back of the plane. This little exercise is especially amusing when you see them waiting next to you in baggage claim. When you took the time to help people get their luggage out of the carry-on bins, were the last one off the plane and stopped to use the restroom on the way to baggage claim. Was it worth it making all those people angry and pushing through the crowd to get to the prime spot at baggage claim? And the best part, and it's so funny to see how many times that person's luggage is the last to arrive on the carousel. And then we have the people who honk their horns as soon as the light turns green when you're sitting at a stoplight. Now, I don't know what it's like where you live, but where I'm from, a fresh green light means that the perpendicular traffic just got a red light. And we all know what a red light means. Go even faster! Honk all you want, my friend, but I'm going to wait until the coast is clear before I head into the intersection. And since you want to drive so enthusiastically, I might even be extra careful to make sure that you don't get broadsided. Then there are the tappers, whose fingers can't stop making noise when they are impatiently waiting on something. Or the person that you've met in every office building or hotel. The one who pushes the elevator button and then pushes it again when the door doesn't instantly open. And then 5 seconds later, they'll push it again. If I was designing those things, I'd put an extra 5-second delay on the door opening for every time the button is pushed, just for fun. And you thought I was a nice guy, didn't you? You know, people like this remind me of hummingbirds. These tiny birds can fly forward and then hover in midair, going nowhere. They're fascinating to watch. My brother-in-law and his wife have a bird feeder just outside their dining room window. And last summer, I spent hours trying to capture a perfect image of one of those hummingbirds with my camera. It's nearly impossible because their wings can move up to 75 times per second. That's 4,500 times a minute and 270,000 times an hour. Wow! But that incredible movement comes with a cost. Their average lifespan is only about 3 years. Now compare that to another fascinating flyer, an eagle. If you've ever watched an eagle, they learn to conserve their energy by riding the God-given wind currents instead of working so hard on their own. And as a result, eagles routinely live 30 years or more. Now, there's a simple message here for all of us. When we draw on the indwelling power of the Holy Spirit, instead of on our own resources and devices, we last longer and soar higher than we ever dreamed of. In her book, 30 Days to Taming Your Stress, author Deborah Smith Pegues tells the story of a pastor who was a self-described stress-distributing machine in his younger days, and it affected all the people around him. One day, one of his kids said to him, "Daddy, I'll try to hurry up and tell you this." And he replied, "It's okay, honey. You can speak slowly." After a long pause, he had one of those aha moments in life when his daughter said, "Then listen slowly." If we want to give people the attention that they deserve, then we need to slow ourselves down so that we can listen slowly and attentively, not trying to figure out a response or an exit strategy while they are still speaking to us. Deciding to move at a slower pace will definitely improve the quality of your life and of your relationships. So try to slow down, and you might just enjoy the scenery along the way, too. Now, Pastor Allen's going to have more on this subject tomorrow morning, May the 3rd, on our Facebook page at the Village Church at World Golf Village. So to be sure and check that out. I'm going to be preaching at the Village Church this Sunday for Mother's Day, and I'd love to hear your favorite story of mom, or as a mom, as I prepare. And if you have a favorite picture with your mom, or as a mom with your kids, feel free to send that along as well. And I certainly appreciate your prayers as I prepare this week's message. Also, we're asking you to be sure and be praying for Pastor Mike as he has his knee replacement surgery today, and he begins his road to recovery. Now, Pastor Mike says that it's entirely coincidental that his surgery was scheduled for the first day of the Stanley Cup hockey playoffs. But you know, that's really kind of suspicious. So Pastor Mike, enjoy the games and heal quickly. I want to mention that Vacation Bible School registration is online now. We invite you to register early because we are limited to just 60 children this summer. So don't delay. Get signed up today. Want to wish a happy birthday to Brian Atkinson. Have a great day, my friend. Also, good luck to the Tocoi Creek Toros softball and baseball teams as they begin play in their district tournaments tonight. Hard to believe that the spring season is already nearing an end. The school year's almost over. 5 weeks from today, we leave for summer camp with our students. Speaking of Tocoi Creek, TCHS is looking for 54 additional proctors for their first ever end-of-course exams. Now, if you can help, please let me know, or you can contact Amanda Lewis at the high school. The testing dates for this year are May 2nd through the 24th, and I know they would appreciate your help. That's all we've got for today, so have a great week, church, and I'll see you Friday. Love you.